Diffuser Spotlight.
Welcome back to the Diffuser Spotlight. If you love soaring guitar solos and keyboard wizardry, and of course genre-bending jams that make it impossible to stand still, then you already know who today's guests are. Hailing from the Jersey Shore and also with roots from the Berklee College of Music, they have been absolutely tearing up the touring circuit and building one of the most dedicated fan bases in the scene. Welcome Jeremy Kaplan and Sam Lucid from Dogs in a Pile. Fellas, thank you for being here with us today.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, man.
Let's jump right into it. I know you're busy on tour, and you have an incredibly busy, robust touring schedule going on right now. And looking at the schedule, you've got dates stretching from Virginia Beach tonight to Colorado and all the way to Wisconsin and New England. How's the energy and the vibe on this tour been feeling so far?
So far, so good. It's been a nice, sunny outside run.
Yeah, we got to play in a little beach town in Delaware. We all had the day off there, got in the water for a while today. Me and Jeremy actually just jumped in the ocean right before this interview. So good tour so far. Good summer tour.
Glad to hear it. What I've witnessed in seeing you, at Mountain Jam, and then I was at your Capitol Theater premiere, is this real-time leveling up, so to speak. Are you feeling that on your end, where the fans keep growing, the music continues to evolve, and the vibe just keeps spreading every show?
Yeah, it definitely feels like we're continually working on something. So it's, a constant state of improving and just trying to get each other with our little musical moments.
Yep.
I love that. And Jeremy, from your perspective behind the keys, I mean, you have the power to completely shift the mood of a jam with a single chord change. How do you decide when to push the band into a new direction versus holding down the groove?
I mean, I think it's interesting. I think everybody kind of has almost an equal opportunity to do that, and it's just like how it manifests, based on their instrument or their role at the moment. But I just kind of try to put myself, in relatively, egalitarian listening, mode, and just kind of think about how I feel, how the audience might feel, and make a decision from there.
I love that. What about you, Sam? Same with Jeremy. We're all trying to be really intent with the listening and kind of not push something like that just because you want to or just because it's your first idea. We're trying to be as musical as we can and really, really listen to everybody and only kind of make decisions like that when the music is really, really calling for it, I suppose.
I think that's great. The conversational element really shines through to me, and that jazz element and that improv that you do is very intentional, yet very creative and in the moment at the same time, which is the magic of the improv and the magic of the jam. And you certainly capture that incredibly well. But when it comes to studio tracks, they're incredibly tight and well crafted. How does a song usually come together for Dogs? Does someone bring in a fully finished demo, or is it born out of a sound check jam or something that happens live?
Yeah, I think it can really happen any kind of way. It can be fully fleshed out, or it could be just a tiny little bit of an idea that gets developed. And it always ends up that we all, work on it, contribute a couple of ideas, and see where we can take it.
Yeah, I would say there's been a lot of songs that one of us will be working on for maybe even a year or 2 years, and sometimes those kind of songs won't totally come to fruition until someone else throws their idea in or finishes the song or adds a new part to it. So it's a lot of collaborative writing, almost a vast majority of the songs for sure.
Love that. Let's talk about the Dog Pound for a second. That's a special group of growing individuals that are incredibly dedicated, and that's from the early days of Dogs in a Pile. They travel for shows, they trade set lists, they analyze every jam, they hang on every note. What is it like having a fan base that is so tapped into the nuances of what you do every night?
It's really cool. It's definitely a special group, and it's kind of born out of our thing, that we just put together when we were just, 5 young musicians in a smelly room. We were just like, we always had this kind of this family vibe about us, and the family goes everywhere together. So that extended to the fans, and we're really lucky in that way because it's a great group of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that. Let's do a quick speed round. Real quick, I'm going to ask you some real quick questions. No wrong answers. Say the first thing that comes to your brain. We'll go Jeremy and then Sam. All right. When you're on tour, you go to what's your go-to gas station snack when you're on a long tour drive?
Oh, that's tough. I like to get apple juice and whatever awful gas station sandwich is.
I really like pretzels, but a lot of times we'll stop at Love's or something. They don't have like any kind of pretzels that I like, so I usually go for like a cheese stick or Cheez-Its or something.
Perfect. If you could cover any album in its entirety for a special themed show or a holiday set, what would it be?
These are big questions, and you wanted rapid fire, huh?
I'm gonna have to say Asia by Steely Dan because I'm wearing an Asia Steely Dan shirt right now. So, and that's one of my all-time favorites. So,
I'll say Abbey Road.
Oh, two fine choices.
Basic answer.
What's your favorite live show you've ever seen to date?
To date, I saw Chris Potter and Kenny Werner play in this little hotel in Manhattan. That was really excellent.
Oh, that is excellent.
I'll do a jazz one too. The last like amazing blown away show I saw was at the Blue Note in New York City over the winter. I saw Chris Dave, Pino Palladino, and Isaiah Sharkey, who were all like very very involved in D'Angelo's last album or two, and that was just incredible. It was breathtaking how amazing and dynamic they were in such a small place. It was so cool.
That's incredible. What is one song in your current catalog that you never get tired of playing live?
Let's say Thomas Duncan Part 3. There's a lot going on in there.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah, as of late, that's one that's hard to get sick of. I think our songs, Appleseed and Ugly Song, I'm always pretty down to play too, for whatever reason.
Love it. And then the final question before we wrap here with you two is, what is one artist that I don't currently know about that I should?
Ooh. Sheesh, man. Maybe I was gonna say Hiatus Coyote or something like that. Oh yeah, do you know Hiatus Coyote? I saw them at Brooklyn Paramount like a year ago. It was a great show. You should definitely check them out.
From Australia or New Zealand.
That sounds great. Yes, Hiatus Coyote. I will check them out. Thank you for enlightening me on that. Thank you guys so much for spending just a few minutes with us here on Diffuser. For everyone out there listening to Diffuser, if Dogs in a Pile are coming anywhere near your city, do yourself a massive favor and grab a ticket. Go catch the vibe. You can check out all of the upcoming dates, ticket information, and all that on their website, dogsinapile.official.com, and catch them on all the streaming platforms, and their live shows will get you moving. Sam, Jeremy, thank you both again, and I'll see you Friday at your show. Have a great tour.
Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for having us.
Diffuser Spotlight.
Your backstage pass to the future of what's next.